Bobby Semple. I'm the founder of a networking company called Bobby's Business Club, and today we're doing a live networking event across LinkedIn and Facebook. This is going to give you the opportunity to look at the members that we have and see what they do as a business and see if you want to connect with them. And it also give you a good idea of how we do things. This is our very first event that we've done live, so anything can happen. We never know. It's always a bit of a gamble. But what I like to do is bring things to my networking group and to my friends in business that allows them to take themselves out of their comfort zone. I want to be able to do lives. I want to be able to provide great information to people in my network, and I want my members to do the same thing. So I lead that way, and we host this wonderful secure event on Zoom. Even though you can be watching this on LinkedIn and Facebook, it's just a Zoom screen, and that's what gives me so much confidence in doing these things and trying these new things, is because it's still a safe, secure environment. So what's going to happen is I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to do a little bit of a presentation about Bobby's Business Club, and then we're going to go through each of our members, and they're going to do the same thing. And also our guests get a chance to come in and tell us who they are, what they do, and how they help their clients. If you are watching this live, you can put comments into the video chat, and they will come through to us, and we can answer those questions. Maybe not on the live, because it can be quite stressful, but definitely afterwards. If you've got any questions for anybody on the screen, we can pass those on as well. So I'm just going to share my screen with you. So many things to move out of the way. So hi guys, as I mentioned, my name is Bobby Semple. I'm the founder of Bobby's Business Club. And Bobby's Business Club was born from my first business. Well, my first business is Simplified Recruitment Solutions, which I started just before the pandemic hit. I'd never even been to a networking event in my life. I ended up going to BNI, thank you to Kay Cremond, where I met so many beautiful people, just Jenny Boymore, who just happens to be on the screen as well. And I hated networking. I hated standing in front of those people. I didn't understand anything I was saying. And luckily enough, the pandemic hit. I ended up everything going online, living in Melbourne, and I really threw myself into online networking. Being a bit of an introvert, it really played to my strengths, and me being able to be in the comfort of my own home and speak to amazing people. I ended up growing Simplified Recruitment to over 100 clients, and all of those came from networking. And so I thought, well, why not just do something myself? I'd network at some amazing places. BNI taught me a lot. Fresh Networking, VIP Business Networking, BX, Team Referral Networking. All these places I would go, I was a member of. I would make sure I'd go at least once or twice a week to as many meetings as I could. It allowed me to learn how to speak to people on Zoom and in meetings like this. And also it allowed me to test my recruitment model and get a better understanding of how I can help and support other business owners. And then once I started to go to these events, I started to get a bit of a name for myself, and people would go, oh, there's Bobby again. And I'd be there listening away and seeing how I could help connect. The beauty about my business was the first year, nobody was doing any recruitment because we were in the lockdown and the pandemic. And what it allowed me to do is connect great people with great people, because I was doing nothing else but that. And so it really grew and grew, and I started to get involved in a lot more of networking events, having a lot of one-to-ones and seeing how I could help people. And then I had an idea after 2 years of networking online and taking guests, lots of guests to other people's networking events. One event, I took 30 of my own guests. And I thought maybe I should try and create something of my own with my own ideas. And my ideas were around time-poor business owners. There's a lot of amazing networking events. Some can go on for a long time. And I think that there can be better things for you to do in your business rather than sit around in events that go on for so long. I wanted to try and keep events to 1 hour in everything that I did, and this was part of the vision I had. And I wanted it to be online because I wanted to take away that travel, trying to find parking, paying for breakfast, all of the things that take us away from doing work in our business. And sometimes you can travel an hour and a half, and that's just one way. Then you've got to find a parking space, get into the networking event. And then all of a sudden, half a day has gone, and sometimes you can spend up to $50 just on having the breakfast. And I wanted to give more time to business owners to speak about who they are and how they help their clients. And so I come up with a plan of how to do that. And that is having structured events, which allow us to create more opportunities to connect. And it's all about giving you more time to talk. A 45-second pitch and all these elevator pitches are great, but they take a long time to build a connection. So if I can give you 3-4 minutes to speak at a time, you're going to build a connection quicker with people on the screen. And I wanted to do live events. I wanted to take myself out of my comfort zone and push myself to do new things. And I thought, well, if I can do that and I can show people that I'm doing it, then they might come along on the journey. And I knew that other people had done it on LinkedIn and Facebook, so I wanted to be part of that. And so the idea of Bobby's Business Club was born. When we first launched Bobby's Business Club, this was just before we started to go back properly face-to-face. We had about 120 people on screen. It was a bit bonkers. And at that point, I never even knew how to do a breakout room. So it was pretty crazy. And so it was born. And the vision I had, I literally put in place. We have 1-hour fortnightly events. They happen every other Tuesday. They're online, and we do live presentations like we're doing right now. And because we don't have enough time in our 1-hour meeting to have a 10-minute presentation, our members get to jump on the chat show, which we do live across LinkedIn and Facebook, and we record it for our members as well. And you get anywhere between 15 minutes to half an hour, 45 minutes to talk about who you are and what you do and how you help your clients, giving you a more relaxed environment to really showcase your skills and experience. So it's not a strict 10-minute presentation where time can be of the essence. And we give you more time to speak. Normally what happens is we have our guests and members on the screen, and we split that time up, that 1 hour, evenly between all of us, giving you that time to speak. It can range from 3 minutes, and sometimes you can get 7 minutes. It depends on how many people. We do breakout rooms if we have enough people, but we still split that time up between us all. We also do things called posting parties, where you can get your social media out there. If you're feeling like you're not confident in putting posts up on LinkedIn or Facebook, like I hated doing it. I really did not want to do it, and I thought that no doubt there's people out there who are thinking the same. So if I can create a secure environment again for people to come in and feel confident to create content and help their business, then that's what we did. And so we host LinkedIn posting parties on a Monday, Wednesday, and a Friday, and they're in a chat, no cameras, so you can carry on doing work on as well as attending the party. What also it does, it allows people who are joining the posting party with you, they get to read your content, they get to see what's going on in your world, but also they get to like and comment on your post, which also makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel like you're providing good content, and it also pushes that content out further and further to more people. We're also part of a company called Go Connections. It's a collaborative group of networking business owners. So if you're a member of Bobby's Business Club, you actually have access to 120 monthly networking events online around the world. That's the UK, Europe, US, Canada, and many more. So you're a member of one, you're a member of them all. It's a really good way to spread your business across the world. We also launched a magazine. I had this idea that I wanted to create this magazine, and thank you to ChatGTP. I'm not the best writer at all. I have the ideas. I write the ideas down and I say, hey, ChatGTP, come and help me. And so now we have a monthly magazine that goes out via LinkedIn. We have over 1,200 subscribers. We have a member spotlight each month. We have classifieds where members can put in an advert about what they want to promote in there. We also have coaching tips. As you can see, there's a wonderful spelling mistake there, which is great. And then we also do tech tips, and it's all about getting our members' content in front of as many people as we can. And the payoff for me is it's branded as Bobby's Business Club, but the idea is to get as many people looking at your brand as possible. And then we had a new baby. A new baby was born, and this was a collaborative event that we do with the Business Gym and the wonderful Paulina. We had our first one last week, Networking But Not As You Know It, and we do it on LinkedIn Audio. It's a really cool way to come and listen in if you want to. You can come and share anything you like on the stage, but you can continue with your work. There's no cameras, and it's just like being on the radio or listening to the radio. And we were so successful, we're going to do it every month, and it's going to be on the last Friday of every month. And you can come along and listen to that, or you can join in. It's totally up to you. And so if you're looking for a relaxed, professional networking group that's going to help you not only just grow your business, but you personally, that is very supportive. There's some amazing friendships being made. And I know there's been deals done, but more importantly, is the collaboration part. Business is difficult. You need to be surrounded by people who can push you to that next level, who can support you in the bad times, but also cheer you on in the good times. And that's what we are all about. We are not only just local, we have international members, we have members across Australia and across the world. And so if you're looking to connect with amazing people, and remember guys, you come into a networking event, if you meet one person, they know another 100. So it doesn't matter whether they're in Singapore, China, or the Philippines, they're going to probably know more people than what we know because they have a global business. We also offer flexible payment options. One of the things that I took away from the networking events is you are committed. I didn't want that. If you don't want to be here, then fine, that's fine. I'd rather you move on to wherever you need to go to, but I don't want to take any money for you from that. So flexible payment options are always available. So if you'd like to register for an event, you can scan the QR code and you can register for posting parties or networking events, or even come on the chat show as well. And if you'd like to connect with myself, you can do so by scanning that code there. And of course, you can reach out to me on LinkedIn if you'd like to have a one-to-one with me to learn more about my businesses, then I'd love to be able to do that. But that is enough about me and Bobby's Business Club. I'm going to move on to one of our next members. I'm just going to stop sharing my screen and hopefully I can stop doing that. Brilliant. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And we're going to go over to, I think on my screen is Jenny Boymel. And so Jenny Boymel is from the Proven Group. Carmel is our member. She's on holiday. How dare she have a holiday? But you can share whenever you're ready, my friend, and take it away.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I hope I am a good replacement for Carmel today. And yeah, delighted to be here within Bobby's Business Club. So the Proven Group are a people and culture consultancy business. We do everything people and culture. I thought today I might share a little bit about our franchise, people and culture service, so that everyone can understand a little bit about what we do, how we do it, how we go about it, why we do it. So just as a little bit of background, franchising is a unique business model that really requires a different approach. So because we have the franchisor, so I call the franchisors kind of the parent company, and we have the franchisees who sit under the franchisor. There are lots of different needs going on. So we need to have a service that's going to specifically address these needs. Now, whenever we go into any arrangement in regards to providing HR services or any people and culture services, whether it's safety, whether it's well-being, regardless of what it is, we always start with an appraisal. An appraisal is always the first step for us because we don't know what we don't know and you don't know what you don't know. And what we find is there's just a lot of gems and gold amongst an appraisal. We like to think of it as an appraisal as opposed to an audit. An audit is very, I find, like a stick. We like to look at it as, what are the things that you're doing really well? Every company has got things that they're doing really well. So looking at, let's pull out those nuggets of gold, those things that are working really well, you know, the systems, the strategies, the approach, the culture that's working really, really well for you. Let's pull that out and then let's look at the things that are working so well. So we look at it really on a risk continuum. So we're looking at, obviously, you know, within HR, there are a lot of compliance issues. When we're doing an appraisal specifically for franchises, we look across 4 key areas. So we're looking at HR, so compliance. We're looking at your people and culture, so the whole culture of the organisation. We're looking at safety, so how are you dealing with safety within the organisation? We're also looking at the well-being of the staff. So, you know, how are your franchisees and their teams and you and your team dealing with mental health? We know that the new regulations have come in about psychosocial hazards and the need to proactively address those psychosocial hazards within the workplace. So there's that positive onus on everyone. So we're really looking at that very holistic model. Then the other piece that we look at is professional development, because all of these pieces are underpinned by professional development, upskilling people, developing career pathways, and so forth. So we look at all of that in the appraisal. We have some really, really great systems for that to make it easy, where we interview people, we have surveys for franchisees, we have surveys for their staff, we have surveys for the head office, so we can easily collect that data. We then look at it on a risk continuum. So how risky are the factors that we're finding? So as I said before, what's working well, what's not working so well, and the risks associated with them. And we come out with a set of core recommendations. So based on that will depend on how the service delivery takes place from there. So it's all very much customised to each individual group to make sure it's meeting their needs, the way they communicate, the way they work within their network, and really looking at building a partnership where it's win-win for everyone, where everybody wins. Thanks, Bobby.
And you were beautifully on time there. Well done. And it's so good to see you on the screen. I miss seeing you so much. But you're doing a great job there. And thank you so much for covering for Carmel. And you did a great job. So I reckon you should come back in 2 weeks' time.
We'll fight over it.
That's it. Thanks a lot. Karen, over to you. Whenever you're ready, you can unmute and share your screen if you wish.
Hey, everybody. Okay, thanks, Bobby. So my name is Karen White. I am a certified life coach that helps professional women over 35 rediscover their passion and purpose. I do this by helping them redefine their values, redefine their boundaries, and build that deeper awareness of who they want to be, where they want to go, not what they believe they should want. I have personal experience of having lost a sense of self and purpose when I found myself chasing up that corporate ladder. I only recognized when I got there that this isn't actually the success I wanted anymore. And although I'm really thankful for this journey I had in the last few years, I was suffering, but I didn't think there was a way out. Like many of us, when I was in my mid-40s, I actually thought I was too old to actually change anything. And even furthermore, the countries that I was living in was telling me that I can't get a work permit unless I base it on their previous experience, which for anything outside of like the commercial and accounting space, I had no other experience. So it was through stumbling across a podcast during COVID times where I began to understand that to make this change, that was completely on me and it wasn't up to anybody else. So long story short, I consumed podcasts, TED Talks, I showed up to online webinars, and although I started to change my mindset, I found that I was really super scared about actually making proper changes and committing to them. And it was my own connection with my very first life coach that helped me. And though it wasn't easy, there were tears, there was frustration, but there were some really amazing times too. And honestly, I wouldn't change any of that now. I share this story as a reminder that we all have our own journeys, but as recognizing that we do have choices, but sometimes we need a little bit of support to help us clear out the noise, all that surface level stuff. And then we're able to tap into the inner strength. And when we can do that, it's really, really magic. So what I'd love to invite you to do now is, if you don't mind, to grab your phones, open up your camera app, and I'd appreciate if you don't mind giving your feedback on the survey I've created. So I'm just going to share my screen quickly. This better work the way I want it to work. If I just go up, yeah, sorry, it's my script, you can see. Move back down. Oh my gosh. So I'm just going to stop the share for a second because I just need to get to the right screen. Hang on, that's the one I want. Let's share. Okay, so if you've got your camera apps open, you just need to scan that there. And this is a little bit of a survey that I'm doing. Now, to give you some context on why I've actually done this survey is, at the moment, I'm on day 3 of my 5-day challenge to help people gain the confidence to step outside their comfort zone. Now, for all of the reasons I've just described and many, many more, I created this challenge. I know that everyone has at least one thing or lots of things that they'd love to do and they want to do, but for whatever reason, they feel maybe a little bit scared about it. And I'm always curious to know more about what's actually causing that. So by casting your vote effectively, you are going to be helping me and helping others as well. So within this challenge, the focus is about taking every single person through 5 steps. And when they take these 5 steps, they were able to take that inspired action, which is able to help them time and time again versus pulling it back in. And so although I did a lot of research to create this particular challenge by putting together lessons and videos and visualizations and audios, I needed to conduct that research, but at the same time, I'm really interested to gain more insights so that I can improve it for next time. And I really appreciate you sharing your votes here. So obviously not just people in the room right now, but people watching on LinkedIn Live can do it as well. So this stays live for like another, I think the rest of the day. But if you have questions about this, I would really appreciate you to reach out to me and DM me. And most importantly, quickly before the last 5 seconds is think of something you really want to do, break it down to the smallest steps and do that one action today. Okay, thank you.
That is amazing. How cool was that? And you can see the results coming in. Oh, it's so cool. Well done. Great use of the QR code and polls. Well done, mate. Love it. Suzanne Glendenning, whenever you're ready, my friend, you can unmute and share your screen if you wish, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Bobby. Good morning, everybody. And well, it's good morning from Melbourne, where I am. And it's just starting out to be an absolutely beautiful day. So I hope everyone's having a great start to the week. I would like to screen share, Bobby, so I'll yell out if I need help with that, but I think I'm under control.
You're all good.
Yeah. Are we good? You see that okay?
Yeah, you can do it from there, or you need click on that one. That's the one.
That's the one.
Yeah,
cool.
From the beginning, and that should, there you go. You're ready to go, my friend.
Cool. Well, look, using my my corporate background experience and around 20 years as a qualified and certified coach and master NLP practitioner, I really appreciate the challenges that many people in leadership roles, particularly women, face every day. And I really love helping business women take control of their lives by gaining clarity around their passion and their purpose, which we talk about quite a bit, but also achieving life balance along the way. And I don't believe in work-life balance. It's simply life balance. It's about your whole life. And one of the specific challenges that women talk to me about is imposter syndrome. And I mentioned gaining clarity around purpose and passion, but it's sometimes challenging to find this if you have a real lack of self-confidence and a lack of self-belief. And some recognise it, and some people simply feel that fight or flight instinct, but that's of course fear-based. So people at all levels of business actually face this, and they just simply learn to hide it. They become very good at disguising it. And interestingly, one of my current clients is a male executive based in Sydney, and he was referred to me specifically around this. And one of his biggest challenges that he identified with his new role was the feeling of not being good enough, not being smart enough, not being worthy, not being able to lead his new team in a really huge project. And this was just classic imposter syndrome. So discovering your fear is important, and facing it are the first steps. And discovering why you're holding on to this negative and really destructive belief is absolutely critical. So then it's making the changes that we need to make and enjoying the outcome. So my current client is absolutely delighted with his new way of thinking and behaving, because your thoughts lead to your behaviour, but the results are actually showing up not only at work, but at home also. So I think this is such an important topic. I actually included it in my last ebook, which is available for free download, and I'll put that link into the chat for you. So I just need to stop screen sharing now, I think. Thank you. So actually, imposter syndrome can be an extremely difficult and painful challenge, and it is literally painful for a lot of people. But I have now a range of tools and strategies to help people who are suffering from this and suffering from that lack of confidence and that lack of self-esteem. And it's far more common than you realise. It happens to all of us at some point. So to help with this, I offer a complimentary strategy session just to help people really gain clarity, that important clarity around what their most important challenge is before we even consider coaching. So it's a really lovely open session to really help them get clear on what they want and why they want it and what we need to talk about. So Sue Glendenning from Quantum Results, and I will put that link in the chat, and thank you, Bobby, once again.
Thank you. Using every last second, perfection timing there. Well done. Thanks, Sue. Kay, over to you, my friend. Whenever you're ready, you can unmute and share your screen if you need to.
Thank you, Bobby. Should we go back to it? I've got to go again.
Yeah, okay, mate. Take your time. All good.
Sorry about that. Can't see my screen. There we go. It's always one.
It's always the worst part, trying to get the presentation over, sharing the screen. It's
I've just, and then I've got people sitting over there. Okay, now we go present.
that's it. Looks good so far.
Is it? Okay,
Well,
'cause I haven't got the big screen though.
Yeah, well, I haven't either, but I can. It's you're in the right place. Well, are you clicking on present?
Yeah.
Strange. Oh, there you go. You can now down the bottom. Yeah,
Oh, they're at the
purple,
bottom
yeah.
now. I can do it. Thank you.
It's all good.
But it's still not going.
That's very weird, isn't it? Can you click on present
There we
again?
go.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Whenever you're ready, mate, take it away.
Thank you. Okay, I had taken up Adam Walsh's from Visualize, his actual, he actually goes through your soul of your business and why you actually do what you're actually doing, so that it makes it easier when you actually want to talk about your business, when you want to promote it, when you want to engage with clients, etc. And I thought it would be a really good idea today to actually go through my soul report, so you get an idea of why I do what I do. So the actual purpose is to actually, I really want to convey the traditional methods of cooking and self-preservation, so that you actually can have things on your shelf that you can actually draw on when you're actually busy and you want to feed the family without having to go and order something online and get it delivered. So I actually want to revive lost ties. So that's actually one of the first, the values, how we actually feel, recipes. I want to be able to, sometimes we'll say, oh, a recipe doesn't work. Well, if you cook enough of that particular recipe over time, you will actually get to feel what it's supposed to look like and the end result. So I want to eliminate that and show you actually how, and if you're going to make a sponge cake, what you actually look for, etc. I want to be able to celebrate the traditions, where the sponge cake came from, and what it actually brings to the table when you actually eating your sponge cake. I want to actually reignite the actual spark of discovery of cooking, so that it's not boring. It can actually have the whole family involved, and also to connect your business. So I've got classes that are actually in person at the moment, and I will eventually get to have some that will actually be online, but at the moment we're doing classes in person. And I thought of just doing some pressure canning. So some people don't, I've got people going, oh, do you mean you've got a canning machine, like a real, a can with a can opener? But it's not, it's actually the process. And what happens is you actually put your food into you make it. So you have a recipe and you make your food, but then you also put it into these jars that actually have a separate lid that go on the top. And then they have a screw surround that actually goes on the top that holds that lid in. And when you put it into a canner and bring it up to pressure, you've got a little bit of water in the bottom. It actually, under pressure, it sucks that lid back on. And as it cools, it even sucks down even further. So in reality, you actually get what is like a can. So that hence the canning, recipe. So then we've got the next lot is we actually do water bath canning. So that's a different, it's a similar process, but it's not under pressure. So there's two different types of foods that actually can be done. So the one before, you're thinking low acid foods, you've got meats and casseroles and soups. And it's just a fantastic way of actually being able to prep your food at the beginning of the week, put it under pressure, and then have those sitting on the shelf. So when you do have a busy moment, or you have extra people come to the house to share a meal, you are not caught out. You've actually got something that's healthy. You might have bought in bulk, etc. So that's another way. We've got dehydrating classes, and coming, we've also got some friture. We've got fire cooking and meals in cans. Thank you, Bobby.
Thank you. Great presentation. Those Canva classes are 100% beneficial, and you look great, mate. Honestly, the pictures are great. The slides are beautiful. So congratulations on the growth. I'm really happy to be on this journey with you. Now on my screen, we've got Jane next. If you're ready, you can unmute yourself and share your screen.
Hi, everybody. My name's Jane Toohey, and I run a couple of businesses. One I just quickly want to mention because I think it's relevant in case anybody wants to know about it. I run Haven Yoga Meditation, and last night I was running my meditation sound healing class. And I've never been able to get the sound bowls to work over Zoom. And then I found that there's a setting called original sound for musicians in Zoom. So if you're doing anything in Zoom where you're sharing something like that has sound, you can use that setting and then people can hear you, which is fantastic. Original sound for musicians, that is. So my business I mainly share about is called Outsource to Us. And I'm going to share my screen. Or not that one, sorry, not that one yet. Oh, here we go. Google Chrome. Not that social media. I wanted to share our new website, which is just about to go live. This is our old sort of look and feel of our old website. It hasn't been updated for a couple of years, grown sort of, how your websites just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And it was just time, and I resisted it. The team was saying, we need a new website. I'm like, oh. But anyway, it's been in the making for a long time. This is our new website. And basically Outsource to Us is a plug-in marketing team. And hence the little GIF in the banner about plugging us in at any time that you need. We cover the main 4 pillars of marketing strategy, actually the implementation of marketing, so moving the chess pieces around, working on what you need when you need it to create return on investment in your marketing. Creative, so design work, and we build websites. We build websites every week, day in, day out. So I thought, rather than me go bang on about how great we are at marketing, I'll just play a really nice testimonial from one of our clients. Hopefully you can hear this.
Can't hear it.
No?
No.
Can't hear it?
No, it must be your sound settings.
Oh, my sound settings. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I can't change that now. So that's okay. I don't think I can. Oh, no. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Must be the sound settings. The other thing I did want to just share is, I can share this then. I'm just about to do a presentation at the Woolloongabba Business Meeting Group. And I'm going to talk about the opportunity that is the Olympics in Brisbane very briefly. I won't take up a lot of time here, but that's what I'm going to talk about tonight. But it's also an opportunity for those people outside of Brisbane who want to make the most of what's happening in Brisbane. So a couple of things that we can do in terms of marketing, I thought that was worth sharing. Sponsorship and partnership around the Olympics. Now, obviously, that's going to can cost a lot of money depending on the size of your business, but you can align some specific products and services that align with what's coming up with the Olympics. The important thing is matching your values and your key messages to the Olympics, which is around sustainability, and it's around have a go. So aligning your business values with what's happening with the Olympics. There's things like ticketing solutions and innovative technology you can use to align with what's happening in the Olympics, and maybe even endorsements of athletes or aligning with a particular spokesperson for your business. Obviously, content marketing and social media. Sorry, I'm going to finish. And some of these other things, if anybody's interested in a copy of this presentation, I'm giving it tonight, but I can send it to anybody. Just let me in the chat. It covers all sorts of things that we can do to capitalize on the opportunity that is the Olympics in Brisbane.
It's an amazing, no, don't be sorry. It's an amazing opportunity, and it can be for anyone across not only just Brisbane, but also across Australia. And I've got a guest coming to one of our events in about 3 weeks, the guest I introduced you to, Jane, and there's some major money that is available for small business as well. But thanks so much for jumping on, Jane. Namiki, whenever you're ready, you can unmute and share.
How about unmuting? That would be good. Hi, everybody. It's so nice to be here for a change. Let's hit slideshow. So just to share a bit about what I do in terms of working with business owners. And I thought I'd present the topic in the power duo of systemization and then automated marketing systems for business growth. So let's have a play with this, shall we? So business owners that I come across and many that I know often have the dream that the business is going to support their family and lifestyle goals, and it's all going to be nice and breezy and easy. But the reality over time especially becomes harder and harder to achieve, because business owners just get bogged down with the chaos of daily operations, and they lose sight of their business vision amongst this. I've got one current client who says, I haven't gotten back to you. I'm back at 90% capacity, back in the field with my team instead of leading the business and running it. So we are rapidly looking to accelerate his progress with his team for systemizing his business, because being a business owner isn't easy. Like, we're all juggling. We all do this, especially in the beginning. We're juggling everything until we build out that team and offload things. But it's admin, operations, invoicing, managing your team, marketing, sales, and everything else under the sun. So a big hello to those who are watching that we haven't been introduced. I'm Namiki Georgiadis. I'm a marketing systems architect and a systemologist. And what does that mean? Well, I've got a passion for helping business owners achieve what we call complete business reliability in systemology, because I want you, dear business owner, to enjoy spending those precious moments with your loved ones, doing what you love when you choose to do it, because that's why you started your business for most of you, right? So this is the power duo, the systemization, which is a fully systemized business, and then the automated marketing and sales systems. And that sweet spot is when you have both of those working beautifully in your business for you. And that sweet spot generates that consistent cash flow, peace of mind, and lifestyle that you're looking for. And that's what we love helping business owners achieve. So that automated marketing helps transform those inefficient marketing activities that business owners often do, such as they'll take on some SEO and Facebook ads, and they have minimal results out of that. They've spent a lot of money, and that's because their back end isn't set up running and automated to maximize what they're doing on the front end. So they usually lack that marketing system and those automations to help them generate those quality leads and not let them fall through the cracks and nurture their clients or prospects into clients. And so I like to show it as one good marketing and sales funnel. Following your customer's buyer's journey can actually have a really significant impact or a positive impact on the business. And we love building these. And then there's the power of systemology and business systemization. I'm so passionate about extracting what's in the business owners' heads and the team's heads, and creating your standard operating procedures and your systems so that the business can flow the way it should without the business owner being dependent. And this is an example of a client we've worked with in the past, Helen Tarrant, who we looked at her systems. First, we started with her marketing systems, made sure she had that back end funnel implemented. So all her marketing activities actually generated quality leads, conversations, and more clients over time. And we also systemized some of her operations to get the team on board so she could step out of the business. Awesome stuff. So got a couple of great resources for you. Those who haven't sort of had a chance to access them, grab the Voice Your Value checklist, which helps you create your initial unique value proposition and the system for creating systems, which is brilliant. And then the very final piece is, if you want to have a chat about this, I'm always open and happy to have a chat. And my passions are all across here, which is helping businesses to scale and grow and comfortably. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Matt. And you're so right. Processes and systems are the DNA of our business. If they're not working well, then it doesn't work well, does it? So we need that to happen. We're going to jump the queue a little bit. So Jackie's got to leave. Jackie, you're going to go next, if it's okay, if you're ready. And whenever you're ready, mate, you can share and unmute.
Thanks, Bobby. Can you hear me? Am I unmuted? And can you see my screen?
Yes to both.
Thank you. So I'm Jackie. For those who don't know me, I'm at Copycred. And what we do at Copycred is corporate communications and copywriting. What we really, behind all of that, is creating a meaningful connection that brings a benefit to all parties, where organizations get to create the key messaging and the communications that they want. And the audience gets to find a solution that they want as well. So that's where we come in from our copywriting and communications. We've been in business since 2017 and have helped over 80 service brands communicate their business to their target market. We're the Queensland State winner for customer service in advertising, marketing and public relations this year from the Australian Achiever Awards, which I'm really proud of. And also a finalist for the marketing services in the Australian Women's Champion Awards as well. So how we do all this, we do it through our copywriting services. So we really focus on communication strategies, capability statements, annual reports, marketing plans, internal comms, you name it. We do social media. So you name it, if it's written word from a business perspective, that's where we really come in. We shine very much in our strategy, our award and grant submission writings, and our capability statements. And why we do it, it's for the testimonials that we get. It's for what we are helping our businesses achieve. So many businesses go into, leave a corporate world or leave a job. They're a great technician, and so they decide to come in and create their own business. But the biggest problem is there's still a gap between what you do so well and trying to find that end customer to come in and help you grow your business. So we like to create that connection between that, and that's exactly why we do it, is these 5-star reviews. It's people really connecting with their target market. And the things that happen when we do it. So when we do our submission writing, our clients can become finalists, they become winners in their space, they can win grants, they can win tenders, and all of these things are life-changing for these businesses. So this is what happens when we've done some of our submission work. When we write strategies for clients, we really set people up with a plan, marketing, communications, understanding a client journey, helping them understand where they fit into their clients or their prospects' journey, and when they come in and what they can say at that point. When we do copywriting, we write capability statements, we can write reports, we can write internal booklets for staff. And this is some of the outcomes that people can have. They've got something very tangible that they can utilize in their business. We also write a lot of websites. So I think we have about 40 or 50 websites we've done over the years. So we get a lot of people to help. And a lot of people come to us when they're about 5-6 years in business, and it's evolved and they're still promoting something that doesn't resonate with them anymore. So we really sit down and help them work out their messaging on their websites. Marketing collateral between design and copywriting. We can bring flyers, we can bring reports, we can bring a lot of collateral to life for our clients. And PR, I have 12 years experience in public relations. So while it's not my core service, I do it for the clients that really do have something news to share and really want to get their message heard. So we do a lot of PR for our clients as well, to help sure that what they're doing on their marketing space or their comm space is actually being promoted in the media as well. And what we've done for you is an awards calendar. It's 110 Australian business awards that you can download and have a look through what industry might be appropriate and plan ahead. Something might release in May next year that you can actually start applying for or start getting your preparation for right now. So if you scan that QR code, you'll be able to download your own book and have a look through that as well. And that's it from me. And I would love to hear from anybody looking for comms.
Guys, you are on fire today. Bang on the time. Beautiful presentations as always. Thank you so much. If you want to stop sharing your screen, and we're going to go over to Peter Pedro Pizzeria. I don't know. Mate, that was the best story. Thank you so much for saying that. And whenever you're ready, mate, you can share.
Shush now. Shush, don't ruin it. You're terrible, man. I hate you immediately.
The floor is yours whenever you're ready.
Okay. So hopefully you're just seeing the large boomerang screen there.
Yes, perfect. We can hear you and see you.
Perfect. Okay, so hi everyone. My name's Peter Pedro Rey. I'm located here in the Philippines and I work for Boomerang, and we do simple and smart offshoring. Lots of people in the room know me, so let me introduce myself to the people who are watching live. That's me, Peter Pedro Rey. Why am I called Pedro? Well, I spent a lot of time in South America, traveled a lot. I'd show them my passport and I'd say, my name's Peter. They'd say pizza. And I'd say, no, Peter. They'd say pizza. And I'd say, no, Peter. And then my second name is pronounced Ray by my family, but lots of people read it and say Ria. So I refuse to be a traveling pizzeria, so people call me Pedro instead. I left the UK 30 years ago and started working at sea, from scuba diving, yachting into commercial shipping. That led me to the Philippines back in 2014 because I was working 1 month at sea, 1 month off sea. So in my time off, I would visit the Philippines. In August 21, I invested in Dean Pascoe. Who's Dean Pascoe? Dean Pascoe owns Boomerang. So my investment wasn't in this company. My investment was in Dean, who I've known for 8 years and is an exceptional human being. Dean knows me better than anyone else on this planet, and he knows all my shames and everything. It's not allowed to be said in the business world, but I love Dean and Dean loves me, and we have a wonderful relationship. March 22, Dean gave me the opportunity to join the Boomerang family. So I jumped on board with that. And then one of my most wondrous accomplishments, 17th of July this year, I became a father to the amazing, adorable, wonderful Patricia Joanne Ray. I know what love is now, and I am hopelessly in love with her. She's amazing. So, as Lana likes to call me, I'm the VA guy. Awesome. But what is a VA? Okay, a VA can be lots of things to different people. Obviously, it's a virtual assistant. A virtual or remote worker. So remember, a virtual assistant used to be someone who would work just for you. Yeah, your virtual assistant working for you, doing jobs you want them to do. But that was very, very personal to you, working just for you and your functions and your roles. Okay, but a virtual assistant nowadays, with the doors open, it's a virtual person who is a remote worker. They're assisting you and your company. So the difference now is a Boomerang virtual assistant is so much more than just a virtual assistant. Do you want someone to help you with accounting and finance? Then get yourself a virtual accountant. Do you need someone helping you with information and technology? Do you want to develop a mobile application for your business? Get yourself a remote information technology assistant. Do you need creative marketing, real estate help, business support, professional services, sales? It's so much more. This is some of the terminology that is very vague and needs to be clarified, I think, in our industry. So yes, I definitely am the VA guy. but there are so many different virtual types of roles we can assist you with. Boomerang, not why should you, why did I become a member of the Boomerang family? We're simple and smart. We are exceptionally flexible, which means we listen to you and what you want. We are exceptionally transparent. It's a flat offshore fee, nothing in it for me. No locking contracts. And thank you very much.
Beautiful, mate. And sorry to steal your thunder at the beginning. I will never mention it ever again unless it's just me and you in the room. I'm just going to tell the punchline before you even tell the joke. So sorry about that. Paulina, over to you, my friend. Whenever you're ready, you can unmute and share your screen if you do wish to.
I do. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
I've got a massive screen, so sometimes it looks a bit funny. My name is Paulina. For those that don't know me, I'm a business insurance broker. And recently, I have gone through a business soul discovery with Adam, who is here on the screen today as well. And Adam has helped me to put my soul, my business DNA together. So I thought I'll run you through this so that you can understand what my company, Double IA Insurance Brokers, is all about. Well, first of all, what is our purpose? We are driven by motivation to transform insurance from obligation to opportunity, managing risk with respect, personal touch, and support, allowing businesses to evolve. It is so important for us to make sure that we're on the journey with our clients for a very long time, from the start of looking after their policy for many years to come, and we hope their businesses evolve and the insurance policies evolve with that. Our vision is really important, and we've spent a lot of time sort of looking at our vision. We want to see the barriers to protection removed, pushing our customers forward with confidence, knowing they are supported by a caring partner. Because a lot of clients think, oh, insurance is too complicated, it's too expensive, I don't know what I need, I might as well not get that, I might as well self-insure, although people don't really understand the concept of self-insuring and the risk that is associated with doing so. So the vision was to remove those barriers and help clients to sleep better at night knowing that their businesses are protected. And the mission of the business, it's not only the mission of the business, but a real soul of what we do. We simplify insurance. We're focusing on real outcomes, advocating for businesses, building trust, and enabling them to thrive. Because if I don't understand what my client does, how can I advocate for them? So to do that, we take them on the journey. We ask a lot of questions. We get a lot of paperwork from them. We research their businesses so we can present them to insurers in the best possible way, making sure that insurance is affordable for them and it is exactly what they need, but the process is super simple. That is the core of what we're always trying to achieve. So we help carry the weight of risk because we take that responsibility on us to understand their business and getting the right cover for our clients. Knowledge-based advocacy is a huge part of our business because we need to understand the business and we need to explain that business to anyone in the insurance world so we can get good quality policies at a reasonable price for our clients. We respect our clients, we respect their privacy because they trust us with a lot of information. You wouldn't believe the stories that we hear from our clients. And, you know, we need to keep it to ourselves and making sure that we look after them. And we educate our clients. I'm a huge believer in educating clients on the policies that they get, because nothing is better for me than the client knowing exactly what they're spending their money on. And they can tell others about that as well. And that generates referrals for my business, as the business is purely referral based. And simplicity, as I said, is our strategy. So where we can, we automate things. Where we can, we simplify things. And where we can't, we adjust to our clients' time zones, time frames, and budgets. So that's just the core of what our business is all about. But after nearly 18 years of business, I really saw the need of connecting the clients that I look after. And therefore, I'm so passionate about networking, collaborating and, you know, co-working together. So from that, the business gym was born. And now with my wonderful friend, Bobby, we're able to have LinkedIn amazing audio networking, which is now my absolute favorite thing. So come and join us every last Friday of the month.
Thank you so much. So everyone you just heard there are what's known as a Club Platinum member of Bobby's Business Club. They're committed to attend up to 80% of our fortnightly meetings. We do have another membership, which is to do with the posting parties, and we have one of our members here now. So I'm going to let you go first, mate. Adam, I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Tell us who you are, what you do, and how you help your clients.
Sorry, were you talking to me? Sorry. Sorry, mate, I wasn't expecting it. Yeah, okay. So basically what I do is I help business owners, business leaders, business thinkers understand the core of their business. So I call it business soul discovery. So what that means is understanding that core of your business, what you do, you know, sort of why you exist, what you do, how you do it. But we do it in a way that allows you to actually communicate it really, really effectively. So that's through branding, through marketing, through AI. I do a lot of AI work with people now to automate that process, making sure that the AI speaks about them, not instead of them. So they can offload a lot of that AI work and still have that genuine message that talks about them, which is really cool. So there's a program that we do, which is essentially, it's really a 3-part program. So we start by understanding what it comes down to is the values, right? So that's the core. So we go through an understanding of uncovering, not creating, uncovering your purpose, vision, mission, and then pulling the values out of that. So the values are kind of the mechanical stuff. That's the stuff that actually drives the decisions in your in the behavior within your business. It also acts as a filter. So if you're making a decision, run the decision through the filter of your values. And if it's congruent with your values, it's probably going to be a good decision. It then just becomes a cost benefit type of proposition. If it doesn't match your values, there's a red flag. Think very, very, very deeply about whether you want to go down that path. So that's kind of one of the things that it does. What it also allows you to do is to create a structure and a framework for the people within your business as well. So there's a cultural element to understanding that business soul, because you go out to the market and you give the market a message and you say, this is what we're about, this is who we are. What you've then got to do is you've got to make sure that if someone takes you up on that offer and actually comes and engages with your business, they don't see a completely different set of values reflected back towards them. They see what drew them in the first place. Because bringing someone to your business on a values basis is a very, very powerful tool, and they are trusting you. When someone feels a values connection with your business, it's deeper than just, I need a new garden hose, so I'm going to Bunnings. There's a human connection there, and if you break that connection, it's not good for your business. In short. So when they become invested, they come to your business, they interact with your business, they interact with your people, and your people should understand those values and live those values. And remember, they're not remembering these values, they're living them. So that's why we do the business soul. So you don't have to sit there remembering a whole heap of words. They're things that are innate to your business, to you, to your people, therefore your marketing, your message, and your return. And that is me.
Beautiful done, mate. Well done. Over to Lana. Lana is a guest today. Whenever you're ready, mate, you've got about 3 minutes. Take it away. Tell us who you are and how you help your clients.